My name is Matt. I am a real alcoholic. I'm working on my 5th year, and we're going to talk about what to expect going into recovery. That was my 3rd month into all this. That was me in day 1. But the expectations that we envision, like with me, it was always, the family's going to get involved, because in a lot of your centers, they talk about how important the family is to get involved. Families don't understand the severity of how, or loved ones or friends, how they have to get involved. They have to get involved. Because you've got two sides. Whether this side did all the damage and all that, this side right here has to understand why this one did it. Not, I just want to forget about it. And it's like, but we have to go back through our past. And you're holding on to a lot of the past. And you're derailing this recovery. But see, now it becomes a choice over here. And your choice to get upset or keep going. Because my experience is I kept relapsing. I kept trying to, do it on my own, but I wanted, But when you finally sit down and say, you know what, I'm the only one that's going to do this. I'm the only one that's going to do this. Because once it gets to here, and I admire you if you're a family and you're actually going through it, because it's just like with cancer. You get hit with cancer, it's a family disease. This is deadly. It's a cancer. It's created through the pharmacy, through the mass alcohol sales, through the mass sugar, diabetes, and everything. So when we start looking at that, but here's the thing, is if you've got this one right here working on this individual together, then this individual within the family's got to straighten up with everybody behind them in the family. And a lot of times it's like, I'd rather sacrifice not believing in one and enabling everybody else and just doing whatever I want to do and drugs and all that, than trying to work together. Because if you're using it, ain't never going to work. But you need to not expect on impressing anybody, because remember, you ain't going to impress them. You did the damage. You did the running through the lives like a tsunami. You stole stuff. We all did it. Bad stuff. Call wanting money, everything else. Even though that person's gone 3 months. Even though that person is gone, if these individuals right here do not go to counseling, you know what they see? They still see those two individuals. They don't see the new one, this one. They don't want to. They've been preconditioned for it. They have been looking at that individual for 20 years. Ain't no way he's going to change. Then they change and it's like, what's going on? And it shows that they never sincerely used the right praying, because they didn't. They never loved on them, because if they loved on them enough, family, friends, and whoever, then once they changed, they would start believing in them and not running from them, because of the light is blinding everybody. Does that make any sense? Because it has to. It makes perfect sense. But stop expecting to impress anybody. They're not going to believe in you. Not unless they're going to counseling. And the counseling over time opens the soul back up and you travel from here to here. But they'll always see that. And then in the meantime, you're going to get frustrated because you're doing better, but they don't. And it's just eating you up. And it's like, why can't they see this? It's because they refuse. That's a choice. Remember, choice. Just like drugs and alcohol is a choice. Well, that's their choice too. We're all in the same boat now, ain't we? But if they refuse to do that, then you've got to move on. You've got to make your recovery solid, on a solid foundation. You've got to fucking move on. And you've got to keep mowing through everybody's life positive now. Because you can just throw facts at them and they'll scatter. But it's like, I still love you. I have sacrificed everything for my life. What the fuck have you done but sit here and bitch because you don't want to change? Why don't you want to come on this ride over here? This is badass over here. Y'all over here as a whole are going nowhere, except in reverse, as once those individuals did. So now you as a group are in the same fucking bed as that one. Same. Because of a choice. Because you don't want to cry. You don't want to go back through that carnage of years of destruction and everything. That's what cowards do. They run. You run. Why would you run? Now I'll run right into it. Let's cry. Let's get it out. See, that's a choice. That's bleeding. That's emotional bleeding. That's coming together. See, and if you get that out, look at that. Bam. Do you realize how much energy would come out of that? And to stay in it, both sides, to stay in it, the energy, if you believe in Jesus, Allah, whoever, that comes out. Depression carries. The energy carries. If every last one of y'all's negative as hell, guess what? The energy in that environment is going to be fucking negative. Always negative. No structures, no discipline within anything except over here. You know, you throw a structured, disciplined individual in a chaotic environment, of course, they're going to create havoc because they're going to be like, stop doing all this stupid shit and start helping us. Start helping each other, going and getting help, talking to somebody. You know, but they'll always see that person. Not until they go and get it out. But when they get it out, then they have to not just straighten up with them, but it's everybody around them. Everybody. And most of the time within families, if somebody has money, they can't do no wrong. And usually, bottom line is, the one that has the money controlling the family and enabling everybody and whatever it is, relationships, they're the most ate up ones there is out there. And they are. They think they know it all, and they have a tsunami of carnage around them. And they know it, and they refuse to admit it because this one's on fire. Remember, families, relationships, whatever. This one's on fire, so screw it. I can deal with just losing that one as long as I please everybody over here. As, you know, the families and loved ones or whatever. So you're pleasing a group instead of looking eye to eye, looking in the past, open heart surgery, getting it out. Why did we get to this situation? What can we do that our higher power wants us to help more people instead of just staying over here and going nowhere? While the whole time, this one over here, you are just going and going and going. You are not going to fail. That's like me. I'm not. See, I'm confident. That's what I have now. You know, I've stayed in this and people are jealous. It's not that they're envious because they can't do it. It's so easy to do, but yet so difficult. And think about if families and loved ones can get in there with them. But yet, once again, those people screwed them so many times. So it needs to be like a marriage, right? Let's just separate. Let's just separate and we'll see in time. Because, see, the misery can stay right there. But your recovery, if it's on lock, ain't nothing. God, whoever you believe in, is going to open that door up. And you will look back over there and you will say, wow, they still in that mindset. The mindset of insanity. Because, you know, the whole time, if you're trying to please them, it's going to go nowhere. Then you're not even working recovery. You're not looking at yourself. But if you try to please people, you know, and then you find out, truthfully, that people are just ate up with their own little obsessions and addictions. You know, alcohol and drugs is just a symptom. You've got porn, TV, movies, sugar, you know, coffee, speed drinks. You know, I mean, everything, tobacco, lottery. And all those people think they're just fine and dandy, and you're not. You're not. You're in the same boat as all of them, as this alcoholic or addict. Same boat. You know, so, but yeah, all of them over here, see, that's another reason you'll get mad, because you'll see it within everybody in society. They're perfect in their own head, and you know it. And it's like, let's talk that, and then you'll get mad. And like I used to do, I used to relapse over shit like that. Now my higher powers is putting me through some stuff because it's making the book bigger, stronger. We're going to get it out, and all the money that comes in, we're going to give it away. We're going to give it away. I ain't giving it to nobody around me. You're going to struggle. I'm just going to give it away. You want to go smoke your back out? Here's $50. Get you a big cookie. Go. You got to film it, though. I'm going to film you, and then we're going to upload it and show people how bad it is. And then after that, we're going to take you down and put you in a detox. And then when you get out, you're going to be down there at Huge Dimensional Recovery. It's a year program, yeah. Then we've got some aftercare. You know, we've got auto shop. We've got landscaping. We've got, you know, culinary, you know, to help get you going when you get out. Since all these AI computers and the meantime MC and the subconscious, we're going to be going at all these companies saying that we don't need that AI. We need more human jobs. We need this and that. We need our own country to start caring about addicts and alcoholics, and families need to start getting more involved instead of showing more separation and showing these kids do whatever you want to do. You know, be whatever gender you want, quit and do whatever. I mean, it's designed. Go look it up. I'll show you. I'll show you the design to destroy our own nation. But first, we've got to get the families connected first. You're so gone, you don't even know that everything is flipped upside down. In 10 years, 20 years, it's going to be worse. Love you.